Welcome back, guys. This is segment 4 of 4 of this week's pregame.com video and audio podcast for September 9th. And the fourth segment is free picks this week. Many times the favorite segment of all the viewers out there. They love free picks. Okay, I'm joined by Marco D'Angelo. 30 years in the business, Vegas Runner, genuine professional batter. We're going straight to Vegas Runner. Give us your free pick this week.
Last week I gave my AFC Future of the Year. This week we're going NFC Future of the Year. Team I'm giving out is the New Orleans Saints at 20-1. That just screams value to me. I think this team's definitely on the upside. They went 8-8 last year. 6 of those games were by a combined 18 points, so by a field goal. Could have went either way. I think they'll be dominant at home once again. The reason I think people are not as high on them is because they're rated to have a tough schedule. But they play the Giants, New England, and Dallas all at home. And I don't think at home they should be a big dog to anybody. I really think that the offense will be one of the best in the NFL once again. The difference maker and the reason I'm taking this team is the defense. I think they step it up. Defensive coordinator Greg's there now. It's going to change a lot of things. If this team, we said it so many times, 2 years ago, the year before that, this has been a team on the rise. Imagine if they had a defense.
All right,
and
so
I think they finally do.
What's the best number on this?
22-1, 23-1 I found, but I gave it out at 20-1.
Okay, and remember, for those playing futures, there's a lot of variation in the number. You want to make sure to get the best number. You can check out the best deals from trusted sportsbooks and double bonuses at pregameaction.com. Marco, real quick, what's your thoughts on New Orleans?
New Orleans, absolutely. Offense has been great, and if they step up the defense, they're going to make that next step up, no question. I like that.
I was thinking Giants the whole time, RJ. From last year, I said my next year's NFC future is going to be the Giants, but I can't get over the fact they don't have wide receivers. And looking through the NFL, it's so tough for new wide receivers to step in and do well right away, right out of college, because the speed is so different. And I think that's going to be a big problem for them late in the year.
I mean, think about this NFC. Honestly, I'm going to name some teams and tell me who, if you would be shocked if this team made the Super Bowl. New Orleans?
No.
Green Bay?
No.
Minnesota?
No.
Chicago?
No.
Giants?
No.
Philly?
No.
I mean, this is a wide open league
You
here.
can throw Dallas in, too.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Some even say Seattle or Arizona.
We're even not even counting the team that made it last year.
The point is, there's no overwhelming dominant team in the
that
NFC.
case, I always like to go a little lower down on the payoffs and get a little bigger payoff because there's not that much difference between the New Orleans and the Giants, let's say.
I agree.
Interesting. Okay, Marco, now before you give your free pick, you're going to give away some money for the...
Your money.
I love that.
I love that part. Love giving away RJ's money. And it's a shame, too, because RJ had to shell out for a haircut this week, and stylish cut. So, did you have a coupon for that?
Well, you know what happened? I believe in collective IQ, so I got all the emails about my hair. They told me what to do, and then I said, screw it, I'm just cutting it all up.
Okay, well, you got your money's worth, that's for sure. All right, we're going to go with, since it's the first Sunday of the NFL season, the coupon's going to be Sunday 10. One word, Sunday, the number 10. You use that coupon, you're going to get $10 off any purchase at pregamepros.com. Just go to the checkout, enter that code, $10 off.
And for those who, and sorry to interrupt, for those who haven't seen the new pros, just launched about 10 days ago, very user-friendly. You really get to know these cappers, and you can go, like Marco said, directly at pregamepros.com. I always ask, if it's a pick, it's $10 or less, how much does it cost with that coupon?
It is free, my friend.
Yeah. All right. So who's really hot at pregame right now?
Well, we're going to dust off another one of these old cappers, Mark Lawrence. And Mark Lawrence is on a great run. He's hit 10 of his last 12 best bets. Check out Mark Lawrence at the site, along with a lot of other very hot cappers at Pregame Pros. And you want a free pick from me now?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we talked about this team in the first segment, and this week I'm going to go against them. For every reason last week that I liked Missouri, and by the way, we are going for our third straight winner here on the podcast, Missouri this week's going to be, well, you got to get that plug in, you know. I may not be,
when we lose, we talk about it.
We talk about it too.
years in the business.
That's right. You know, I don't have a big vocabulary, but I know how to say I'm winning.
30 years.
The Missouri team, they had a huge game last week. They had to prove that they could win without Chase Daniels. Now, this week, they're ripe for a letdown. They're playing a Bowling Green team, a MAC team coming in here. They're going to take this team for granted. The line is overpriced because of one game.
What's the number?
Early number was 16.5. I expect it to go up.
Northern Illinois, Wisconsin line.
Here's the thing, too. Missouri's had a history of not performing well after a big win. They're only 5-16 after a win of 28 points or more. But a little inside angle for you, Bowling Green's offensive coordinator was on the Kansas State staff last year, so he knows the Big 12, knows Missouri. I think he'll have a great game plan to attack this Missouri defense. Taking the points here, you've got that combination of letdown and inside info.
I tell you, again, talking about college football, which is something that I have some friends in the business, is coaching knowledge of conferences of teams is huge when they talk about these games, and so that's actually a great little nugget, and I think very valuable. Awesome. Now, I don't give a lot of free picks, but I'm giving one this week. This is going to be, I don't even know how to say it because I'm not selling anything. This is my free pick of the year.
Right? The pregame video podcast.
This Ohio State USC line is crazy. At best, and again, I'm putting myself on a limb here, and even if I'm right, Ohio State could still lose by 21. So let's make sure to hedge just a little bit. But this line should be 3. You're getting 4 points. It's almost like a teaser for free here. And maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe Ohio State's that bad. I just keep going back that 2.5 years ago, Ohio State, I was at the game, was laying 7 to Florida. And everyone was like, is this Ohio State team one of the best teams of all time? Now, in 2.5 years, they've gone to being a 7-point home dog against a USC team that really people aren't that excited about with the freshman quarter. Yeah. So I'm taking Ohio State. Make sure you get to 7 key numbers. Now,
by the way, where did you go to school?
I went to Ohio State, but I can promise you I would bet against them just as quick.
Do you just say Ohio State, or do you say the Ohio State?
I do say the occasionally.
Okay.
I do. It's true. It's true. I love it when the players when they get announced, like for Monday Night Football, and they do the you know. So that's pretty hot.
That sounds like pretentious snobs when they do that, but that's okay.
I like the ones that you get elementary.
Here's the question: you have to wonder where Marco's from if Columbus, Ohio, is pretentious.
I like the ones that get the elementary school and the high school.
All right, now, a couple notes here, pretty key notes. One, we got a new contest in the forums where you can actually pick one college game a week and one NFL game a week, and it's free, and we're giving away a combined $1,000 in cash. So go to pregameforums.com. It's free to enter, and by the way, I picked Ohio State this week there.
To get in?
Yeah, it's unlimited. Anyone can jump in. All right. So number 2 is, remember, we talk about you can get all the videos. This is our 4th one this week and the final one. All the videos at pregame.tv. If you listen to this on iTunes, it's audio only. That's fine too. Now what we do is we do a overtime show where all the stuff that we can't fit into the 40 minutes or so that we allot for the video end, we talk about, and we double back through segment 1, 2, 3, and 4 and talk about a little extra, and that goes about 10 minutes. That's audio only. It's a separate piece. So if you're in iTunes and stuff, you just get that as a separate piece or a separate segment. And if you're watching right now, you just go to pregame.com, jump in the forums, and you can click the audio only link. Now, one of the things we do in overtime is we talk about, like we said, things that we didn't really get to dig into. So I'm going to tease this just a little bit before we go here. Is Marco was making fun of my hair. We're going to do a little research and try to find out what year it was that he had to get a haircut. So we'll have that in overtime, and we're going to we're gonna wrap up our free pick segment,
and I'll have a line for that by the time we get there.
The next one.
Yeah, well, for that.
All right, so thank you for this week, and we'll see you next week.